Welcome to day 2 of Small Railroad Empires. Today we introduce another player. And that other player is going to be player number 5. What's up everybody, welcome to the life of a board gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to take a closer look at the expansion for the base game Small Railroad Empires. This is called Red Company. It basically introduces a 5th player, some new locomotives, some extra tiles, because in a game is already crammed up in 4 players. In a 5 players it would be just everything would be condensed, so you get some bigger maps now if you want to play 5 players. But before we check out what's in this box, I noticed that a lot of you are not subscribed on this channel who are watching these videos. I'm not sure why is that, but I suggest you would subscribe. It's like a small thing to do and you will get a bunch of great content. We're going to do so much awesome stuff as we grow as a channel, as a community. So yeah, do consider subscribing now. Let's get onto the table. Let me show you what's inside this box and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, let's check out Red Company, a 5th player expansion for the Small Railroad Empires. This just adds a 5th player with a few little things. So, as I mentioned in the base game, this is a Kickstarter version, so I have these nice tracks over here. So if you have a retail version, you might not get this one, so you don't be confused. You also get some free bags. For whatever reason, it's in here. And of course you get some extra resources because there's 2 tiles here that will expand map a little bit more, so you can, because otherwise it would be like really tight. And then we have these rainbow trains that are counted as any color of the train, and you also get one more quest for this like achievement that is tailored for 5 player games only, and it says here 5 player games only, so you don't include this unless you are playing 5 players. And above paying the cost for the train, sometimes they can cost 0, 1 or 2, and this one always gets +1 on its cost, but it's any color, so that's really nice. And of course you get a rule book that is basically just one piece of paper with many languages, so the rules are pretty simple to understand what they bring to the table. Of course you get you get a player board that is same like in the base game, and you get these 2 tiles that you will just add to the map, and they explain you how to do that with the setup just to make a map a little bit bigger. And they are not double-sided, which I find weird because the base game had them double-sided, so I'm not sure why they decided not to go with the double-sided with these, but I guess there's a reason for it. And yeah, that's everything that comes in this 5th player expansion. Okay, so that was Red Company. Yeah, this is a 5th player expansion. There's really nothing much like to deliberate about it. If you want to add 5th player to a game, you now can if you own this expansion. But one great thing that I noticed for this expansion actually is if you are playing a 4 player game, the map, we found that the map was pretty tight. So very soon you would be like crammed up with you can't pass because only 2 tracks can be on one field. If you are playing 5th player, then you can have 3 tracks on one field, which is to balance things out a little bit. But what we tried once, and it actually worked for us. Now this is like a house rule of sorts, but we kind of liked it and I wanted to mention it. We used these tiles, these 2 tiles, we just used them but still played a 4 player game just to give us a little bit more room, you know, so we don't feel that pressure of just everything is getting tighter and tighter. So you just don't feel that pressure, you just go your way, you build your railroads, you do best you can, and at the end who has the most point is the winner. So you don't block each other that much. These few spaces really open up the map a little bit. So it is a house rule. I'm not usually a fan of house ruling stuff, but I like this expansion for that thing really much. I will not play it every time. If I play with more competitive players, I would just probably play the regular map. But if I want to play like a more casual game of Small Railroad Empires, I would just probably insert these 2 and just go with 4 players easily. In 3 players I would definitely not, because then it would be just every man for himself. which lose the purpose of the game itself. But yeah, fifth player, if you decide to put in a fifth player, then do know that you can put 3 tracks on a space, not 2 like previously it was, but you need to pay both players that coins if you want to go over there, so it can be pretty expensive to do that, but you can, there's option for it. So yeah, that's Red Company, that's fifth player expansion. Thank you all for watching, and see you tomorrow in day 3 when we are going to go and look at these scenario pack things. And yeah, oh, of course, one more thing, the most important thing. Do check out my Patreon, because if you support me over there, we can do some great stuff once we get a thing going on, and you can get some stuff early over there on that Patreon. I do put some videos there early and then release them in a while. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for spending your time with me. And until next time. Pozdrav.